everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. So in this video, we're going to be getting my office space together. If you remember from a couple of vlogs back, I moved into a new apartment and I actually have an entire bedroom that's supposed to be an office space. But guess what? A lot of the furniture in my old makeshift office doesn't really fit in this new space. And because of that, this space, I've basically neglected it and it's turned into a disaster zone. There's exercise equipment everywhere, filming equipment everywhere. Like my desk is cluttered with so many miscellaneous things. So as you can imagine, it's not been the most productive space and I've been using basically everywhere else but this space to do work. We can't have that happening. We can't keep living this type of lifestyle. So in this video, we're gonna get the entire space together in about a couple days and just make it into a space that I can actually use, especially since I'm super busy because I work a full-time job in tech. So sometimes I'm writing code, sometimes I'm writing scripts for my job in tech. And then I also run this YouTube channel and I create content. So I also have to film in this space and edit in this space. So yeah, basically we're giving this entire home office a makeover and getting it into a great state. So I hope you enjoyed this video and let's hop into it. So the first thing we need to do is declutter this entire space. Before I can even plan out where I'm gonna have my desk, my bookshelf, and any other pieces that are gonna stay in this space, I wanna just clear it totally out and basically have a blank slate to work on. I basically cleared out everything from the space. The huge bookshelf from my last home office is totally gone because it doesn't really fit with the space. So we only have the essential items that I'm gonna keep for this new office, which is the standing desk, which, you know, I love my standing desk a lot, my little exercise bike, and the chair for the reading nook area. So these are the only things I'm gonna keep in the space. And now it's time to actually plan what the space will look like and how we'll make it very modular so that I can have a space for filming and then my desk space for writing code and editing my videos. So that's what I'm gonna start doing right now. So with the clear space, I could see everything and plan out what I wanted the space to look like. So with my 9-to-5 and also content creation, I needed to create a space that would allow me to write code easily, take meetings, film and edit videos productively. So that led me to creating two major spaces in my office. The desk space, which would allow me to easily code, edit videos, take meetings, and also the reading nook space, which would allow me to easily film, take meetings, and just have a general relaxing spot in the office space. With these two spaces in mind, I experimented with different layouts and ultimately decided on this one. This allowed me to keep most of the furniture in the space and be selective about what furniture really worked in the space and what didn't work in the space. I looked on Pinterest and YouTube to gather aesthetic inspiration for the home space, and then I got to building my desk space. Hey everyone, welcome to my final desk setup. I'm super excited to share with you everything I changed. But before I get started, I do want to thank the sponsor of this video, WD. Thanks Western Digital for sponsoring this portion of the video. One of the most critical aspects of content creation is making sure I have reliable, fast, and highly performant storage. I'm usually working with photos and videos that take up a lot of space, so it's important to have additional storage to free up space on my desktop. If you're looking for a way to optimize your custom PC build or your desk setup, make sure to check out WD Blue SN570. It has fast upload speeds with read speeds up to 3,500 MBs per second. It packs a lot of performance into your small form PC with single-sided M2 2280 PCIe Gen 3 4 NVMe SSD. This SSD is extremely reliable, so you have peace of mind when you are storing your projects. You won't have to worry that your storage will be corrupted. Even though this SSD is typically used for PCs, I keep this SSD in this external adapter, which allows me to add additional storage to my MacBook setup. If you're interested in WD Blue SN570, please check out the link in the description box down below. So the goal of this desk tour was to create a space where it would be easy for me to be productive as someone who works a 9-to-5 and also does content creation. So I wanted a space that was very minimal, very neat, and somewhere that I'd actually be excited to go to. So that's why I'm so excited about how everything turned out. So I want to first start with the reading nook because it's definitely the area that I'm most proud of. So as you can see, I kept a lot of the furniture I had before, like my couch that I had from my last apartment and my little nightstand. But one of the things that made the biggest difference was switching my white bookshelf that was huge and worked with my last space because it was dividing the space in half. But for this small office space, it definitely didn't work and took up so much space. So I decided to replace it with this leaning bookshelf that I got from Amazon. And then on the bookshelf, I decided to add a couple details and small books to create just a very nice, peaceful, aesthetic bookshelf. And the reason I have this bookshelf too is also to add as a really nice backdrop when I'm taking meetings and when I am filming. So having this is really helpful. I also decided to add some very soothing, soft artwork to the wall. So I have Matisse. I decided to create a little mini art gallery wall in the space. And then on the nightstand, I just decided to add my phone charger and my Apple Watch charger. So now let's move on to another part of the space, which is the desk tour. So as you can see, I kept a lot of the same furniture I had in my last apartment. So of course I kept my desk because I love this desk from Amazon. It's extremely powerful, moves very smoothly, so I had no issues with keeping it in this desk space. But one of the first things I decided to change out was my old monitor. My old monitor was messing up. It was starting to glitch and I was losing some pixels on the actual monitor, and I decided to replace it with the LG 32-inch ultrafine monitor. I really love this monitor. The picture quality is very crisp, and my favorite part is the amount of ports it has on the back. One of the best ports that it has is the Thunderbolt, which allows me to easily connect my MacBook Pro, and also it allows me to connect my work laptop easily as well as my personal laptop and my iPad. I forgot to mention, but my monitor is attached to my Vivo laptop stand. That makes it very easy to change the position of the monitor, which increases the ergonomic aspects of the monitor. So this entire desk setup is powered by my new MacBook Pro. If you remember from my last desk tour, I hated my old MacBook Pro. The fans were extremely loud, it wasn't powerful, and it had actually died in less than a year. So I decided to switch it out with this new M1 MacBook Pro Max. So I tried to get the most spec'd out version of the MacBook Pro. I will tell you that I love this MacBook Pro. It's very powerful, literally the most powerful laptop I've ever used in my life, and there's literally no fan noise. When I'm running very intensive applications, the fan noise is not there, which I love. And I have my laptop on this 3-section laptop stand that makes it easy for me to store my personal MacBook, my work MacBook, as well as my own personal iPad, which is really nice. So now let's move on to what's actually on my desk. Even though my MacBook M1 Max has all the ports that I need, I also have this dock on my desk, which allows me to easily put in my SD cards, any other Thunderbolt devices, as well as USB and headphone jack, so that's really useful. You might notice that I still have the same mouse that I've had for the longest time, and this mouse is really nice because it keeps your hand in a vertical handshake position, which really helps my wrist. And I also have this keyboard, which I also really love, and it has different keys that work really well with Mac products. Also on my desk, I have my other desk mat, which really ties in with the very cream, soothing aspects of this desk. And And another part of the desk that I really tried to pay a lot of attention to was cable management. I'm not an expert on cable management, but I feel like every desk tour video I release, I'm getting better and better. So I kept the same shelf that I installed wrong. And then I also have this cable management box, which allows me to keep all of my cables and outlets easily tucked in so no one has to see it. So there you have it, my whole home office makeover. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, if you want to see more content like this, make sure to smash that like button and tap that subscribe button. And I hope to see you guys next time.